All right, ready?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hi, welcome to our podcast number 3, I think.
Joe Borman Experience.
How come I didn't think of that?
You didn't think of that?
I mean, I thought I'd get like copyright claims.
Yeah,
Would
that's
I?
fair.
Maybe.
Not with podcasts. There actually isn't, there's no copyright claims on the title of podcasts. I just learned that with, I was listening to Dax Shepard's podcast, Armchair Expert, and then Kristen Bell and I don't know her name. I forgot it. But they have a podcast called Shattered Glass, and then they found out that there were other podcasts named Shattered Glass. So there's no copyright law on that. Mm. So you could have.
The Joe Borman Experience.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm gathered today with one of my oldest and closest and most talented friends. Mr. Garden Hill.
Thank you.
If you don't know Mr. Hill, he creator, founder.
Fix my name.
Graydon Hill. But if you try to look it up on the internet, it's gonna just
it'll switch it to Garden.
Hill. Is it okay if I just name the episode Garden Hill?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. So founder, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Creator.
Yeah.
Lead singer. And you're the rhythm guitarist, right?
Yes.
Okay.
For the most part.
Yeah. Of the band Scalise.
I would say Ben is also a founder, the drummer, Ben Schwartz.
Fuck Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Ben. Just me.
Anyways, one of the... I'm not just saying this because you're my friend. I genuinely think you guys are incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Just pay me more on the next video.
Yeah. If you guys don't know, Joe did all of our YouTube videos, and those are sweet. And I guarantee we wouldn't have this that 7th Street entry gig if it wasn't for those videos. So thank you for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna cough, and since it's a podcast, I'm warning you.
Okay.
All right, I'm good.
All right. So let's talk about that. Is my dad pounding on the...
It's jackhammering. Is it picking it up too much?
I can't tell whether it's in my going through my headphones or just going outside. Anyways, I think we're good.
Is my mic? Yeah, my mic's... Sorry. Do you want...
Yeah, I'm
should I put this high pass filter on so it cuts out the...
If you want
the low end?
Yeah.
I mean, that might cut out some of that thumpiness.
Yeah, talk.
Check 1, 2.
Good.
All
right. Let's talk about...
Are you good at editing down podcasts?
This is the 3rd episode.
You might have to do some of that with this one.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna say some weird shit.
No problem. I say weird shit all the time.
All right, cool.
Let's talk about that gig. God, I forgot what we were talking about. All right. So you have a gig this Thursday. What's the date?
This gig on Thursday,
the 29th.
29th
of July, 2021, in
Maple Grove,
Minnesota. What's the place?
It's called Omni Brewing, capital OMNIN. No, oh man, OMNI.
Yeah. So it's a 7 o'clock, right?
Yeah, 7 to 10. We're doing 3 hours. It's an outdoor gig, and they're doing it as like a fundraiser for these children music scholarships.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I don't know too much about the cause, but I know it's a good cause, so we're doing it.
As long as it's a good cause.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's supporting children to go into music.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Live their lives as bums on the side of the street.
Yeah.
Strumming some chords for a few coins.
That sounds awesome.
It's a happy life.
Okay.
Most of the time you're on ecstasy too. So.
Yeah. True. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, everyone, please, if you can, if you're willing and able, please go there. 7 o'clock, Thursday, 29th, July, 2021.
It'd be sweet. Buy a T-shirt from them, and that $5 will go towards a music scholarship.
Yeah, awesome. And are you guys gonna have merch there?
No, we're not. Sorry, we're not gonna do merch because we thought it'd be douchey to show up.
Yeah.
Like their only income for this thing is selling their T-shirts. And if
Yeah.
we're like, sup, buy our T-shirts,
Mm-hmm.
none of the profit goes to children music scholarships.
It's just for our band.
Yeah, it'll pay back all that debt that we're in.
Yeah, that would be a dick
Which
move.
it is a good cause though. So buy
Yeah.
our merch off of our website.
Yeah. Or you can and please. Oh, sorry. What are you gonna say?
I was just gonna say, help me get out of debt.
Yeah. That. Mm-hmm. That's always a good cause. So help Graydon get out of debt, and what I was gonna say was, please, 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 check out their debut album, From Nothing to Nothing. You can look it up on Spotify, or what else is it on?
Apple Music, Tidal, Amazon Music. It's on everything.
Yeah. So Scalise, Scalise,
Yes.
and From Nothing to Nothing. Really dope album artwork. Was it Carolyn?
It was Allie.
Allie.
Yeah. Ben Schwartz, the drummer, his sister Allie Schwartz.
She drew that cover.
Yeah.
And it's fucking sick. I'm thinking. I didn't tell you this yet.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking of getting the clock hand tattoo right on my pec. Yeah, I'm debating. I am debating it.
That'd be sick. That'd be a cool looking tattoo.
It would be. Yeah, it'd be awesome. And plus, it has meaning.
Yeah, it does.
So then my mom wouldn't be like.
Do you know the quote that it's inspired by though?
No.
Because you should know about that before you tattoo it onto your body.
Okay.
Let me pull up the quote. It's a cool quote.
Okay.
It's a John Steinbeck quote from the book East of Eden.
I love that movie.
I've never seen it or read the book.
Oh, okay. All right. I hope Allie has. Right?
What?
Did Allie? Because what?
No, it's the name of the album comes from that quote, and then that inspired the artwork.
Oh, okay.
So, John Steinbeck.
Because I've seen the movie with James Dean, and that's a
okay.
banger.
Yeah,
it's a heater.
I should watch it. I should know what inspired the album. But just this quote itself. All right,
I'm gonna close my eyes while you read it to me.
Yeah, you should.
Okay.
It's a lot to digest. Time interval is a strange and contradictory matter in the mind. It would be reasonable to suppose that a routine time or an eventless time would seem interminable. It should be, but it is not. It is the dull, eventless times that have no duration whatever. And an ad popped up, sorry. A time splashed with interest, wounded with tragedy, crevessed with joy. That's the time that seems long in memory. And this is right when you think about it. Eventlessness has no posts to drape duration on. From nothing to nothing is no time at all.
That is sick.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Sorry, did I say crevessed correctly? Creviced?
Crevice. The crevice.
It sounds dirty.
Crevice.
You know what it...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's such a cool quote.
Yeah, I love it because that quote made me rethink how I live day to day. Like I was, like, not that I was ever a type A personality. I was always messy and like didn't like to follow a routine.
Yeah.
But then like that quote was like, yeah, there's a reason that I don't like routine. It's because it seems boring and it seems like time doesn't move when you're in a routine.
Yeah. I hate routines.
Nice.
So much.
What I started doing was I was writing down one thing that happened every day that I thought I could remember at the end of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could look back and be like, yeah, I remember that thing. And when I was doing that, I did it for like a month. And that was the longest month of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then I stopped doing it. And now time seems to be moving quick again.
Yeah.
So I need to start doing it again.
Yeah, maybe after you drop that second album or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, you're on a roll right now. When is the second album gonna come out, do you think?
I want to do it so soon. I want to put it out as soon as we can, but then we were, you can blame your dad for this. He introduced us to DJ Bonix, who introduced us to the manager of Mount Joy.
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling us to wait on putting out that second album. Like, we should, his name's Jack, he's awesome. We should wait until we have a bigger fan base, because, like, this first album's good enough that we could grow a fan base.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to do that and then put out the second album and use that extra fan base as trajectory to move us forward, rather than skipping over anything that we could use with this first album.
Yeah. And I don't know... I know, without asking you, I know that you have this, but as a filmmaker, it's like I never want to finish my work. Like, there's always something.
Right.
And so now you have that time. Like, it's not like you're in a rush to get it done. Now you can do whatever, you can do more.
Oh, you're so right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to record this now, and then while we'd spend that year trying to build a bigger fan base, we can fine tune it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, so take that time to redo and redo.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's impossible. Because once you put something out, you can never take it back.
Yeah.
And then if you put out something, you can't put out the same thing again, but slightly better.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you're a chef, you can make, like, a pretty good sandwich, and then someone will eat it, and they'll be like, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But then you can, like, when you put out the next sandwich, you can make it a little better.
Yeah.
But, like, with an album or with a movie, you can't. Like, you put it out and someone's like, yeah, that's pretty good. And you're like, oh, so it's pretty good forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's sad. But it's just how it is. You just gotta... I mean, you learn from everything. Yeah. Like you said, with the sandwich. So I haven't asked you this, but I'm also guessing, just because we're both artists, I guess. I bet there's some parts of the first album that you can't listen to, that you're like, oh, this is so bad, or this is cringy.
It took a long time for me to say, okay, like, I actually can't touch it anymore. It's been out for a year.
Yeah.
Not a year. It's been out for like a few months, and I'm like, okay, I actually can't do anything else to it. Like, I had to have a realization that I can't fix it anymore. Yeah. Like, I hear, like, there's one, like, blip where you can hear a hi-hat edit that I made, where you can hear a hi-hat hit twice. Yeah. And I'm like, Yeah. Every time I hear it. Yeah. And,
you hate yourself.
I can't, I'm like, how did I miss that? Yeah. I listened to the album so many times over and over, and I still do it. I still listen to it. Yeah. Just to pick up on little things that I'm not going to do next time. Yeah. But it hurts.
Yep. Especially, I'm not going to say, like, making, like, short films is, like, harder or anything. I'm not saying that. But I feel like, well, I don't know. I guess it can be...
harder or hard?
I don't know. They can be both equally
I can tell
cringy.
you, it would be much harder to make a short film than it would be to make a song. For me.
Really?
Yeah, just, like, on my level, because...
Yeah. Well, for me, it's just like it'd be much harder to make a song than a movie. It's
right,
just,
but, like, you also have to incorporate the audio side. Like,
yeah,
it's not as intricate as a song, but, like, you still have to, like, mix and master and, like, make sure all the levels are right. And then you have to make a compelling movie and a story.
Story,
you have
characters,
to, like, convey that story to people. Yeah. Like, when you're writing a song, you don't have to convey a story. You just got to convey, like, do. And that's easy. And it doesn't have to mean anything.
Yeah. Yeah, because, like, going back, or I don't even know if we talked about this, but because we've known each other, Jesus, I don't know, long-ass times.
How old are you?
I'm going to be 20 in August.
All right, then probably like 19 years.
19, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I started hanging, probably 18 years. I think I was 4 when I started hanging out with Danny.
Yeah, so Graydon is a neighbor of mine, and we met when we were kids because my older brother Danny was in the same grade as Graydon, and then they're like, "Oh, you live right next to me," and then started hanging out, and it's a situation where Graydon's mom and dad are my mom and dad, like, and my mom and dad are Graydon's mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we got two moms, two dads.
Yeah, and
big family of what, 10 brothers.
yes. Yep. And so that's how we know each other, and then I've been into movies and filmmaking my whole life and acting my whole life, and Graydon's been into music his whole life, and then Graydon started playing guitar when he was a tiny little lad, and I started making short films when I was a tiny little lad, and then Graydon's dad.
You wore glasses too.
Yeah. And an eye patch.
I did too. I still wear glasses.
Yeah. And his dad, Graydon's
eye patch?
dad. Yeah, you don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Mm-hmm. And it's like
I do now.
Yeah, it was one of those. It was like the color of the eye patch like matched my skin, so it just looked like I didn't have an eye.
Oh, is that the move?
Yeah.
I feel like you would want it to stand out.
Yeah, I don't know.
You should have gotten.
I don't know. I was like
10.
10.
Like the pirate thing,
Yeah.
you know. You should have done that.
Captain Jack Sparrow. But yeah, anyways, Graydon's dad introduced me to AC/DC, showed me like a live concert video, and Angus Young was just the craziest motherfucker I've ever seen. I was just like taken away.
My dad showed you that?
Yeah, it was at your house.
And
I was just
live at what's it called, like Dognington or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
The Monsters of Rock.
Yeah. And I was
just watched that DVD like last week.
Yeah.
Alright, sorry, keep going.
I was just like, what is this? Like, what is this music? And ever since then, AC/DC's been my favorite band. And I was obsessed with just the music. And it was like the only thing I'd listened to for a good 5 years. And I wanted to learn how to play guitar, and so Graydon tried to teach me, and I was just like, how the fuck do you...
Dude, you were doing good.
No, I wasn't.
Seriously. No, you say that. But like it took like 2 weeks, and you were like, you were into it. Like, you were killing it. And then you just thought you were doing bad, so you gave up. But if you... I am serious. It's not that easy to pick up guitar, and you did it.
I just didn't understand. I didn't pay attention at all in like second grade music class with Mrs. Mann.
Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't know anything about music notes. I didn't know anything about anything. And it was, you were just talking Japanese to me, basically.
Yeah, I think that partly was my fault.
But it's
because
okay.
I thought, like, maybe if I... I don't think my teaching strategy was very good. Because I thought, like, okay, if I talk, like, way above his head, and then bring it down, it'll be easier for him to understand when I bring it down. Like, that's actually the thought process that went through my head. I was like, okay, I'm going to explain it to him how it makes sense to me, and then I'm going to simplify it. And then in his brain, he'll go, what the fuck is he talking about? And then you would go, oh, yeah, you just want me to put my finger here, right? And then you did.
Yeah.
But then I think the problem was you thought I expected you to understand.
Yeah, because I feel like I never had that moment where I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I never had that moment. You may have thought I had that moment.
No, I didn't think you had a moment where you're like, oh, I get what you're talking about.
I thought
still you had
like,
a moment where you were like, yeah, I can do that. That part's easy. I can do that.
Yeah.
That was my strategy.
Because
you were to make you think that you were in over your head, and then make you realize all I want you to do is to. I'm not a good teacher. It was bad.
Because you were like, all right, give me a G, and I was, what's G? Or something like, what is a G?
I think I remember that. That was on you. I showed you what a G.
What is a D minor?
G note. No, I didn't make you play a D minor. Are you kidding?
I'm just saying this random ass music stuff that I just hear.
Yeah.
That I don't understand, but I think that just makes music.
But no, seriously, like week 2, you came in, you were playing AC/DC. You were playing like Back in Black. Yeah.
I remember that, and I was actually playing like actual notes.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah, you were killing it.
But like,
and then I started talking to you about like tritone substitutions, and like the Aeolian scale and stuff.
And I still don't understand what you're talking about. But I think that's just what makes music so amazing for me. It's just like I have no idea what it is they do, like to make certain things sound a certain way.
Yeah.
That's why everything is. I don't know. That's why I think a lot of music stuff is just so incredible to me.
It's so weird because like if you like when I'm playing a song, like I don't like I visualize something going on, but I can't explain it.
Yeah.
Like it feels like I'm speaking a different language.
Yeah.
Which sounds pretentious, but like really, like it's like my brain goes into like a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
Where I'm thinking about pitches like high and low and like harmonies that you can't like I couldn't draw out the way it looks in my head. I just burped into the microphone.
Yum.
Sorry, did it pick it up? I hope it picked it up.
It did. Yeah. But yeah, I get that because it's like because when I watch movies, I look at movies.
Yeah.
I just see like okay, they set up a shot like this. This is okay. They're writing this here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I know how they. I
Right.
know what they're doing, but with some people, they're just like, oh my gosh, how do they do that? It's amazing. It's incredible. It's like I'm watching Avatar, and I'm just like, oh yeah, that's just a green screen. It's people in green outfits, and that's some computer.
Yeah.
This movie's shit. I hate that movie. I've always hated that movie.
The James Cameron Avatar?
Both of them. The Last
What do you
Airbender
mean,
one.
Oh, okay.
I hate both. Anything with Avatar except for the anime show. I hate.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Yeah.
This is a masterpiece. What are you talking about?
No, dude, The Happening is
With
M. Night
Ong
Shyamalan
and,
masterpiece. Have you seen The Happening?
No.
With Mark Wahlberg?
Who directed it?
M. Night Shyamalan.
He really went downhill after Signs.
Yeah.
Probably after Sixth Sense. No, Signs is good.
Have you seen Unbreakable?
I almost clicked on it.
That's my favorite M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, really?
Unbreakable is so good.
Okay.
With Bruce Willis and
Glass and Split.
Yes, I have. Unbreakable's the best.
They're all in the same universe, right? Okay.
Unbreakable's the best, hands down.
I like Bruce Willis.
I like Bruce Willis before he stopped trying. So like mid 2000s.
What? Red is good.
He's
Tell
like,
me Red's bad.
Red is okay. The Death Wish remake, however, is a piece of shit.
Is he in that?
Yeah, the Eli Roth one.
I didn't know that. I haven't watched it.
Shit.
I haven't watched it.
No, it came out when like there's a lot of gun violence going on, shootings and all that, and people are like, "Oh, this came out at a bad time. This movie is bad because of the time it came out."
Century.
Yeah, and I was just like, it's not bad because it came out at a bad time. It's bad because it just sucks ass. You know, it's just such a bad movie. It's like laughably funny.
Is it on your laughably funny wall right there?
No, it's not because the movie's just shit.
What is Porky's?
Porky is a classic.
It doesn't look like a classic.
No, it is. It's one of the first like raunchy comedies.
Joe has a wall of just a bunch of posters of movies.
Yeah.
And he's got like South Park,
yeah,
Porky's, Blue Mountain State, another South Park movie, another Blue Mountain State.
But no, Porky.
The Room.
See,
Best Fiends, Best Friends.
Best Friends. Yeah. Porky's is a 1980s classic. It was one of the first raunchy comedy movies that basically inspired American Pie. It's American Pie type kind of thing. It's.
Well, when was it?
1980 something. Okay. But like, it was Animal House and Porky's kind of like set the standard for like the whole raunchy comedy thing.
Was Porky's what's National Lampoon?
No. Animal Houses.
Yeah. Okay.
Porky's is Bob Clark, the guy who made Christmas Story.
Is he bald with glasses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me also say that you have a lot of very good movie posters. It's not just Cheech and Chong up in smoke. We got Speed.
Speed 2.
Speed 2 Cruise Control.
No, I do not have that poster. I'll never watch that movie again. Holy shit. Over the Top, the Sylvester Stallone arm wrestling movie where he arm wrestles for custody of his son.
What?
Yep. You need to watch it. Yep. That one.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
me point out some good movie posters that you have up real quick. You got Silence of the Lambs, Place Beyond the Pines, Drive, Terminator 2. You pointed at Terminator 2 before 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Good Will Hunting, Nightcrawler. What's that?
7.
Total Recall, Over the Top.
Nope. Predator. Die Hard. Gone with the Wind.
Mad Max Fury Road is a great movie. The first 15 minutes of that, I was like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen. And then it gets so good.
It is amazing. Shawshank Redemption, Unforgiven, Warrior, Halloween, Jaws, V for Vendetta.
Ben's dad doesn't like Shawshank. It's the craziest take I've ever heard.
Well, Ben's father can kill himself.
Hey, that was pretty good.
The sister's got a hold of Ben's father.
I'm impressed.
Thanks. Forrest Gump, Dirty Harry, Rocky, The Dark Knight, Psycho, Airplane, The Goonies, Stand By Me, Green Mile.
They're getting bored. He has a lot of posters. It's
Did you just say my audience is getting bored?
Yes, they're getting bored.
I'm sorry.
We just read.
But I said it. At least I said it fast. At least I said it really
you were
fast.
Going.
Yeah. Over the Top is a classic.
I'm gonna watch it.
Please do. It's so bad. It's so dumb. But I love it. It's like Roadhouse, like how dumb Roadhouse is.
Yeah.
So I guess we're talking movies right now. What?
What's that Ryan Gosling movie?
Only God Forgives.
I don't know that.
It's an art house kind of movie.
It's a what?
Art house.
Okay.
Give me a few of your favorite movies.
A few of my favorite movies.
Good movies.
A few good movies.
Not The Room.
I
know that's number one.
I won't give you great movies. I'll just pick a few good movies. So like, Bug's Life. It's good.
I did not expect that. That was so random.
I'm thinking of good movies, not great, just good.
Just good ones.
Ant-Man.
Nice. What's with all the bugs?
Come on. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I have a bug thing. No, I'll give you a few great movies.
Okay. That you love.
Yeah. I lost. I'm about to give you a good movie. Sorry, you're gonna have to edit this down, man.
Okay. So, Graydon, what are some of your favorite movies?
All right, we got Usual Suspects was one of my favorite movies.
Till something happened. That ruined it.
That ruined it for me. It didn't really ruin the movie for me. Like this is a serious thing that we should talk about. Okay. When you're watching, or when there's a project that you love, and then you find out someone involved with it was a horrible person.
Yeah.
Are you still allowed to love that project?
I really don't know.
I have so much issue with it because like it's not just that one person's project.
Mm-hmm.
It was everybody's project.
Yeah.
And I think it would be like I can't watch Usual Suspects and be like Kevin Spacey is so good in Usual Suspects. Like I used to do that, but I couldn't do that now.
Yeah.
But I can still be like, that is a great movie, and the director and the screenwriter and the soundtrack and all of the other actors in it do great. Like I can't discredit the whole movie because of that.
Yeah. I don't know.
Same with like that 70s show with Danny Masterson.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, he has an allegation like his wife claimed that he raped her.
Oh, geez.
And then like the Church of Scientology. Do you know he's a Scientologist?
Yeah. I never watched that show.
Oh. Well, I still love that show, and his character still makes me laugh in that show, but then I feel guilty.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to maneuver that. Like maybe, like I know a lot of people just like don't watch shows, don't watch that show anymore.
Yeah. I just stick to Chappelle's show.
Yeah.
Because Chappelle is just a god.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Comedy god, I mean.
His,
Sticks and Stones.
I was gonna say no, I don't feel comfortable bringing up the skits that make me laugh on a podcast.
Oh, okay. Okay. The, Clayton Bigsby one.
Is that the blind
Yeah.
cake? Yeah, that one's hilarious.
And that was like, I was on the first episode, so like, he just like came out swinging with that shit.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
That was on Comedy Central.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get some other. What? So, Graydon, what are some other films that you enjoy immensely?
All right.
We don't need to talk about the other one.
All right. We've got 2001.
Really?
I love 2001.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, didn't I tell you to watch that?
Probably at some point, but I watched it.
Yeah.
A few months ago.
Yeah. That movie just takes you to another world. Yeah.
I was expecting, like, it came out the same year as Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting when I turned it on, you know.
But no, those effects.
Oh my, they hold up.
Yeah.
They completely hold up. Maybe like the moon rover thing, not rover, the moon bus.
Yeah.
That doesn't really hold up.
Yeah.
I mean, it still does. It doesn't look bad.
It doesn't look bad, but
it looks weird. But also, you're like, what is that supposed to look like on the moon? Like, you don't know. That might be exactly what it should look like.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even like the pacing of the dialogue and the cinematic like right, that opening shot is like, it doesn't look anything like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
You're pretty good at voices, man.
Thank you.
You should go into voice acting.
I kind of am.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Actually? Oh!
I just pointed at my certification for completing acting classes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah. But okay, 2001, incredible movie. Incredible movie.
One thing I was going to say about that movie, because I dove deep after I watched that.
Yeah, me too.
They didn't know what Earth looked like from space when they made that movie.
Yeah.
So they had to guess what it looked like. And if you watch the movie, it's just this big blue ball. Like, you can't see any land, you don't see the continent's outline, because they didn't know.
Yeah.
That's the craziest thing to me.
Yeah.
Is that movie is so ahead of its time.
Yeah. Yeah.
That it's like a realistic outer space movie, and they didn't know what Earth looked like when they made it.
Yeah. I remember I was like 15 or something when I first saw that movie. It was because Stanley Kubrick was my favorite director. I was just like looking at all the other movies he made, and I'm like, oh, everyone's saying like this is one of the best ones. And so I rented it, came back. My dad was like, oh, I think I've seen like half of it back in the day or something. I don't remember it. And so I watched it with my dad and my two brothers, not Jacob, Michael and Danny. And Danny was like, oh, this is so boring.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I can't see him watching it.
I can't. And like after, he was like, that was a terrible movie. Ugh, dude. And when I'd like suggest, I think when I suggested it to you, he was like, oh, it's boring, it's bad.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe it was someone else. I'm pretty sure it was you. But I was like, great, you need to see this. But no,
It probably was.
Yeah. And I was just, the first time I saw it, like at that age, even at that age, I was like, oh my god, this movie's incredible. Yeah. And I kept wanting to watch it and watch it again, because it was just something else.
Yeah.
It's a whole different beast.
Yeah, I watched it twice right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is a haul. Like, it's a 3-hour movie.
Yeah.
I will say one thing about it, though. Everybody brings up the cutscene from when the monkey throws up the bone to the spaceship. That's one of the worst cuts I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah, and I know that people would kill me for saying that, but I don't get. It doesn't look good. Like
it's a fast kind of like.
Yeah.
It's like when it pans up to the sky, it's kind of fast when the bone or whatever is thrown up.
Yeah, like I think it's.
You can say, I'm not going to be mad at you.
I feel like you're going to be mad at me.
Just say
it. But I already did say it. So when the monkey like throws up the bone, then the camera moves up with it, and then it cuts, and then you see it cuts to the same shot of the bone rotating.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a cut in there that no one mentions. And then when it switches to the spaceship, it doesn't even look that lined up.
I remember it not lining up.
Yeah, like everyone talked about this one cut scene that was so incredible, and then when I watched it, I was like, where is it? I was like, that was horrible. Maybe it's because it was hyped up so much that when I watched it, I was like, that did nothing for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I get, like, the symbolism of, like, that tool is the spaceship, like, that's human evolution.
Yeah.
Like, the symbolism behind it is great, but the actual execution of the cut shot is really bad.
Okay, throws it up.
So he throws it, and it's there.
Yeah.
And then it cuts again.
Oh, yeah, I see it, yeah.
Why? And then, not even lined up.
Yeah.
Right? It's like 30 degrees off.
Yeah, I agree with you.
If you guys don't know what we're talking about, look up the cut scene from 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
When the monkey throws up the bone and it cuts to a spaceship. It'll pop right up on YouTube.
Yeah.
And everyone talks about it like it's this cinematic masterpiece of just 5 seconds, and it's horrible. And I'm sorry.
I've never heard that being like, oh, that's an incredible cut.
Oh, really?
Thing. Yeah.
Okay, maybe it was just one guy that wouldn't shut up about it, and I was like, all right, I gotta see this.
Okay, so
It's probably you.
Me? I just said. Okay.
I know.
No.
Should I name another great movie?
Yes.
All right.
Another one.
It's probably on a poster here. Do you have Inglourious Bastards is my favorite of
really?
Tarantino. Yes.
It's a great movie.
Do you not have it?
I don't have it, no.
Dude.
I could probably replace it with The Hateful Eight, now thinking about it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's better than that one.
Are those your top 4 Django? I mean, 4
Tarantino? Yeah. Pulp Fiction is probably my favorite. Or Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Because Reservoir Dogs is, like, really inspiring.
Reservoir Dogs is revolutionary, and, like, with how little he had when he made that movie.
And that's his first movie, too.
That's the best storytelling, is Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
But what did I say? Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah.
Is just, I know it's not a comedy, but it's very funny.
It is funny.
It's
so funny.
I think that's like the epitome of Tarantino for me is Inglourious Bastards, with just like the overarching plot lines like he has in Pulp Fiction, but there's a point to it too.
Yeah.
And that's part of the beauty of Pulp Fiction, is that there isn't really a point.
Mm-hmm.
But like there are a lot of like morals and messages coming across throughout Inglourious Bastards that I think are really cool.
Yeah.
And done in a cool way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil anything about it.
Yeah. No, yeah, Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I just watched Pulp Fiction again, and I was like, all right, maybe that's better than Inglourious Bastards. Like, it's so good.
And Django Unchained is incredible, too.
Yeah.
And Kill Bill I love, too.
I haven't seen Kill Bill.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Oh, shit.
Did
you see Once Upon a Time in the West? In Hollywood? Yeah.
No. Tarantino's my favorite director, and I haven't seen, like, 5 of his movies. I'm horrible. I don't know why. Like, I just watched The Abyss.
Yeah.
James Cameron. The Abyss.
Yeah.
Really bad movie.
Really?
You liked it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me rephrase. I just slept through The Abyss by James Cameron. It was very easy to sleep through.
Okay.
Maybe I'll give it another shot. But see, this is my thing. Like, why did I watch that?
Yeah.
And I haven't watched Kill... I think it's because I'm waiting for, like, a good time to watch the rest of the Tarantino movies. Because I'll just throw on, like, Deep Dark Blue 2. What's the shark one? The Deep...
Deep Water? Deep... No, Deep Blue Sea.
Deep Blue Sea 2. I just watched that also.
Isn't that like a made-for-DVD thing?
Yeah, I think so. Like direct to TV or something.
How was that?
It was harder to sleep through than The Abyss.
Oh, man.
No, I was awake for that, and it was intense.
No.
Just like how bad.
Should we get into Shark Week? Some shark movies?
Sharknado.
Not just that. We can talk about Sharknado
Jaws.
2, the second one,
second
and
one,
Sharknado 3.
4.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, 3. I forgot about 3.
All the way to 6.
They make 6.
I think it's 6. Have you seen them?
Yeah, I saw 1, and then the one with Frankie Muniz.
I don't remember which one that is. And Sharknado 4, The Fourth Awakens.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I think David Hasselhoff is in it.
So the question is, was the first one supposed to be good?
No.
It was supposed to be bad.
They knew what they were doing.
Right from the bat?
Right from the get.
Okay, because the first one is like, I believe that it's bad. The second and on, I'm like, oh, it's very intentionally bad.
Yeah.
But the first one, they had me fooled into thinking that maybe they were trying.
Welcome to Shark Week. No, they didn't have me fooled. I honestly don't think. Because you titled the movie Sharknado.
When that came out, though? Like 11?
I don't know. Was that 2012? I don't know. But no, I remember watching it when it first premiered. I'm like, what the hell is this? And my whole family, we like just got into it. We thought it was so
Michael
funny.
Caine is in Jaws 4?
Yes. Jaws 4, The Revenge.
Yeah, he gets revenge.
Have you seen it?
Even though he's dead. Yeah, it's like his niece, Jaws' niece, comes to kill the family.
You've seen the movie?
Yeah.
It's so ass.
Dude, that first opening shot
when it goes up above the water. When it's supposed to be the perspective of a shark that goes above the water. Maybe it's the fin's perspective.
Is that when he bites off the dude's arm?
Yeah. There's a bunch of quick cuts.
Yeah, but
you
then
can't tell what the hell is going on.
Like they do a bunch of quick cuts, and then there's one like really long shot.
Yeah.
Of like clearly a dude with his arm tucked under his shirt, like not even behind his back, like in front of himself under his shirt, with ketchup. It's
my leg. Okay, Sharknado was 2013.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
anyways, at that
Jaws
age,
4.
I probably thought they were trying.
Yeah.
Maybe if I watched it now, I'd be like, this is clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaws 4.
Is the content that your listeners want, right? Just
yes.
Good.
If they know me, they know I'm just going to talk movies the whole time. Movies and music.
I like long form podcasts.
Yeah.
Makes me feel not lonely when I'm mowing. I work at a golf course.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to Shark Week. Is it still Shark Week?
I miss Shark Week every time it happens. Each month.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a Shark Week every month.
I don't know. But yeah, Jaws 4 was such a piece of ass.
Well, can we say anything good about any other Jaws movie besides one? Like saying Jaws 4 is a piece of ass. Did you say a piece of ass?
Yes.
I think that means good, right?
A piece of ass. No, it was a piece of shit.
Piece of shit? Alright. There's a fine piece of ass is one thing.
Yeah.
It was a shitty piece of ass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like saying Speed 2 was bad.
Dude, Speed 2 is just... Oh, man. Incredible.
Speed... Do you like Speed 1?
I have it up there. I know. We've had this conversation like 3 times.
I know. But I forget your answer every time.
You're always like, oh, dude, when they jump the bus. Oh, that was so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
Tell me it was smart.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's a summer blockbuster.
Right. But at the end, when Keanu looks at Sandra Bullock and they're like making out or whatever, and she's like,
"It's just cans."
What?
Remember when she's driving the bus?
And... let me finish, okay. and then you tell me whatever this is. She looks at Keanu, and she's like, relationships rooted in trauma don't last. And then Keanu's like, then let's base it off of sex. And that's like the last line of the movie.
I don't remember that.
They hadn't even fucked.
True that. Maybe there's a deleted scene of Speed.
Where they're just like in the back of the bus.
Yeah, okay, so going back
where would they have possibly done it during the duration of the movie?
Well, Keanu goes under the bus.
So you think, she's driving.
They could have had, what's his face, Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Just take the wheel for a second.
Yeah, take the wheel.
So they could test if their relationship could be based on sex instead of trauma.
They're just under the bus having sex. Okay, so anyways, going back to what I just said that you didn't catch. There's a scene in Speed where Sandra Bullock, she's driving the bus, and there's this lady with like a baby carriage, and they hit it. They hit the carriage.
Wait, she's on. Oh, like crossing the street.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And then she has a carriage, and then Sandra Bullock hits the carriage. She's like, "Oh my god, I just killed a baby!" And it was full of like recyclable cans or something. It was so dumb. But then
I do remember that.
Keanu Reeves just looks at her and he's like, smiles, like, "It's just cans. It was just cans."
Dude, you're so good at the Keanu.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's all it
I
takes.
know kung fu.
You just gotta whisper loudly.
I know kung fu. Whoa. Have you seen Point Break with Keanu and Patrick Swayze?
No, I know of it though.
That movie's funny.
Okay.
It's so funny.
I will say Keanu's good in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
And John Wick, and that's only because John Wick is an emotionless piece of shit.
What?
And well, he's not a piece of shit. Well, he does kill like.
Oh, I thought you were calling the
15
movie a
guys.
piece of shit.
No,
I was like,
no,
what?
John Wick's great.
Yeah.
John Wick,
They're
as
so
a
sick.
human being, killed like 15 men because they killed one dog.
Whoa.
Which I'm not saying isn't justified, but like
Yeah.
on paper that doesn't look great.
Yeah. Oh.
Like this one kid kills one dog, and then Keanu's like, "I'm gonna kill everybody."
I'm gonna kill them all.
Yeah.
Or whatever he says.
I love John Wick though.
Yeah.
Those
What about The
are better
Matrix?
He's not good in it.
Okay. I think Will Smith was supposed to play Neo in The Matrix.
What?
You didn't know that?
What are they making a new Matrix?
No, like when it first came out. Like
Oh!
I think he was offered the role.
That makes
of
sense. 'Cause
Neo.
Will Smith's probably too old to play Neo at this point.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's Keanu.
Yeah. Whoa.
Because that's like I don't know. I need him in that role. I couldn't imagine Will Smith in that role. But he's still not good as Neo.
Is he really that good at all? He's just a nice
in Bill
man.
and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah.
I will. He seems like the best human being in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Like, I would definitely hang out with Keanu.
Yeah.
Like, you see all the pictures of him like putting his arm around women, and he'll like leave like a foot of
Yeah.
space between his hand and them.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
I'm looking over at him right here.
There's that. He was on like Colbert,
Mm-hmm.
and Colbert asked him, "What do you think happens when we die?"
Mhm.
And he said, "I think the people that love you will miss you."
Aw.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the
So
best
sweet.
answer to that question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Francis Ford Coppola's Dracula with Keanu Reeves?
No, I'm gonna.
Really? Just because of that?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard about that?
Wait, does he play a vampire?
No.
Oh.
Gary Oldman plays Dracula. And
Ooh, yeah, I'll watch it.
He's incredible in that movie.
Really?
But Keanu Reeves ruins the movie because of
It's like,
his
it's Dracula.
terrible accent. He's like,
Oh, does he do like a Transylvanian thing?
no, it's British accent.
Oh.
And there's like one scene where he's like, I'm trying my best to replicate what he says, but he's like, I know where the bastard sleeps. I brought him there.
So you are doing a Keanu doing a British accent.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Ooh.
That sounded what I would expect he sounded like.
I know where the bastard sleeps. Let me look it up.
Pull it up. I want
As soon as I put Dracula, Keanu Reeves, it says accent.
Ah, nice. That's because your phone listens to you.
Yeah. But I don't know. If it's a good or bad movie? I feel like it's good. It's just that Keanu just brings
Sounds
it down.
bad.
Yeah. I
But
don't know.
also, like, if someone explained Mad Max Fury Road to me, I'd be like, that sounds like a bad movie.
I know where the bastard sleeps.
Oh, that's way worse than what you did.
To Carfax Abbey.
Oh! Oh, man.
I know where the bastard sleeps. I brought him there.
Dude, you're killing it compared to Keanu. You gotta make it like...
I know where the bastard sleeps.
Something was not clicking for him.
Yeah, because like everyone else is given like really good performances. Like Anthony Hopkins is in that movie. He plays Van Helsing.
Okay, maybe.
And then you got Gary Oldman as Dracula. Then you just got Keanu Reeves there.
Anthony Hopkins is in a movie with Keanu Reeves.
I know, it's weird.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it should have happened.
I'd like to have a conversation with whoever thought, Keanu Reeves. Hey man, do a British accent.
Gary Oldman, Anthony Hopkins. We need one more guy. just throw a name out there.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
And there's a lot of other people in that movie that are fucking amazing. Well, it's directed by Francis Ford Coppola. Apocalypse Now.
Do you think that British people are better at American accents, or American people are better at British accents?
I really don't know.
Because I have a strong opinion that...
Because Jason Statham can't do an American accent to save his life. It's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But whenever... that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Besides Statham, name an actor that's bad at doing an American accent. Because all the time I'll be watching a movie and I'll be like fully convinced that this person's American, and then I'll watch an interview with them and they're British. And I'm like,
Tom Hardy. He's British.
Tom Hardy's British?
I think so. Or he has an accent.
I absolutely did not know that.
I think. I don't know. Oh, Winona Ryder was
Tom
in the
Hall,
Dracula
Millie
movie.
Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
And she was like 11
Mm-hmm.
and already.
Yeah. So Winona Ryder was in the Dracula movie. Monica Bellucci was in it.
Oh.
Carrie Eloise was in.
Oh.
And Tom Waits.
What is this? What is this called?
Dracula, the Francis Ford Coppola one that Keanu Reeves is in.
The who?
Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Bram Stoker?
He's the guy who wrote the book.
Oh.
Came out in 92.
Okay. 1992 Dracula.
Yeah.
All right.
I can't watch that movie just because Keanu Reeves.
It's weird that he's in that. 92. When was the Matrix? Was 99, right?
Yeah.
So
I know where the bastard stops. I brought him
how
there.
old was he? Like 15?
Probably. He has gray hair in the movie.
When was Bill and Ted's?
I don't know. It was 89, maybe?
So it was like right after Bill. Maybe not right after. Bill
Hey,
and
we
Ted.
should get that guy from
Bill and Ted.
Excellent Adventure. Let's put him in the fucking... Like, this movie where we're trying to get a shit ton of Oscars.
This needs some comedic relief.
Yeah. We need Keanu Reeves doing... We need that Bill and Ted guy to do a British accent.
Right.
No, I love the 1932 Dracula with Bela Lugosi.
Is that the one, like the classic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am Dracula.
Yeah.
That one. That everyone copies. But no, Gary Oldman was a good Dracula, but Bela Lugosi is the GOAT. Anyways.
I feel like there was... Do you think... I've been thinking about this a lot. It's a weird thing to think about. But, like, there was a lot of overacting
Oh, yeah, for sure.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
And now everything's, like, so subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's getting to the point where I'm like, okay, you would be way more upset about this than that person's acting like you would be.
Yeah.
Like, all the time I'll be... But then, if I'm watching a movie and someone dies and someone starts crying about it, I'm like, suck it up.
Suck it up.
Like, you're overacting. But they're not.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's like this shift away from overacting from a long time ago. And they're like, we got to get, like, out of this, like, soap opera vibe.
Yeah.
Where now everything's just so nonchalant when major
I can't
events
believe
happen
you
and
slept with
people
David.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where now they're like, oh, shit.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah. Or they just, like, won't
Or they just they don't say anything.
Yeah, they won't, like, express it.
Yeah.
Specifically when someone dies in a movie. I feel like now they'll
Mr.
like...
Stark, I don't feel so good.
Yeah. They'll, like, cry about it. But, like, it'll be like a tear rolls down.
Yeah.
You know? Not just, like, sob. Like, I want to see Robert Downey Jr. just, like, completely sob. Well, I guess, we'll say...
Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the new, Where's Marvel going?
I don't know. I don't care.
Okay.
After Captain Marvel, I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I want to see male actors ball in movies. I haven't seen that.
Mm-hmm. Do you see that fake trailer I made for my science fiction class?
No.
I bawled my ass out on that. And
Yeah.
my mom, it was in the basement, and my friends were filming me because I was trying to get into the mode. And my mom and dad come in, and my mom just hears me crying, and she's like, do I go in? What do I do? And then she hears me go, cut. And she's like, oh my God. And then she told me that after. She's like, I thought you were like bawling your eyes out.
That's good acting.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Well,
I didn't see it. Maybe
Okay.
your mom's just falls for anything. But
I don't know. Not everything.
no,
But
I believe if your mom thinks you're crying, like
yeah.
who would know that you're crying better?
You
know.
your mom.
Yeah.
But no, going back to what you were saying about the overacting, it's like Boris Karloff and Bela Lugosi, two big actors of like the 30s.
Okay.
Bela Lugosi was Dracula. Boris Karloff was like Frankenstein's monster.
Okay,
The,
yeah.
the classics.
Yeah.
The ones that everyone knows.
I don't know anything
but
about
never seen the
cinema
movies.
history.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're dope movies. But anyways, they like they always would bring this vibe of like I'm the best actor here.
Right.
Like they would never overact while like everyone else was overacting.
Okay. Yeah.
And they would just come in with like this really cool vibe.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm not overacting. I'm
Uh-huh.
just better than all of you. You know?
Yeah.
They would just have that vibe. It's just so cool. They would like just command the screen kind of people.
There's some people that like I feel like it doesn't matter what time zone they're in, they're just gonna kill it wherever
Yeah.
they are. Like Andy Kaufman.
Oh yeah.
Like if you watch him on the dating show,
Yeah.
like it feels like he's so aware that he's in the 70s, you know?
Yeah.
Like dating show was 70s. Like it feels like he time traveled back then to mock the 70s.
Yeah, dude, he was a meme.
Yeah.
He was a meme before memes were a thing.
He invented it. It's so crazy what he was doing. Like he was
Trolling people.
yeah, and like people now don't even get it.
I think I get it.
Yeah.
I believe I get it.
Yeah,
Because what if I don't get it?
yeah. There's like he was on Letterman and he just like begged the audience for money. Did you see that?
Yes, I
That
did.
was
see
great.
That. It's so funny.
Yeah, and then they were laughing and he's like, "Stop laughing! Like, please, can you give me some change?"
Yeah. Have you seen the movie Man on the Moon?
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay. It's about Andy Kaufman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And
I believe that it seems like Jim Carrey went all in. On
Yeah,
that.
he did.
Yeah,
Definitely.
they made like a documentary about that,
Yeah.
right? Like
Jim and Andy,
Me and Andy.
Great Beyond or something.
Jim, yeah. I want to watch both of those.
Yeah.
But again, I'm waiting for a good time when I'm
Yeah.
not watching.
Twin Peaks.
I don't. No, I was gonna try to name another Masters of the Galaxy.
Masters of the Universe?
Universe. Yeah,
He-Man?
yeah I was
Like
just
the
trying to think
animator?
of some other horrible movie that I've watched.
Oh, the Dolph Lundgren one.
Yeah.
That movie. You need to watch, or I don't know, we should watch, on the end, it's, the
What,
one by
this
the...
end?
Yeah, right there. The
Jackass.
first, no, at the end of that end, where it says the Toxic Avenger. Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
watching
the Trauma movies. The Toxic Avenger, Terra Firma, Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, and Mad Cow.
What is this?
Trauma, it's an entertainment. It's like a independent film company, and they make like the trashiest but funniest movies I've ever seen.
But like intentionally funny?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
They know what they're doing.
No, I don't like intentionally funny.
Really?
I mean, unless it's like funny. But like if it's
like
intentionally bad funny,
It's like
Sharknado.
Not really. It's it's like so over the top. Like they would like. There's one scene in Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead, where these two teenagers.
Night of the Chicken Dead.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right.
I might have to check that one out.
See, if this was not ironic,
Yeah.
I would love to watch this.
So anyways, the scene is these two teenagers having sex in the cemetery, and then the guy's on top of the girl, and
It's
then
not going to have effect because they did it on purpose.
I know, but it's so ridiculous. These hands come out of the ground, and one of them fingers the guy, and like the finger like breaks off, and the finger's still in his asshole. And then there's one scene where
Is he like into it? Does he think the girl's doing it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
and then they like leave because like the caretaker or whatever comes, and then he like finds the girl's panties, and he's like smelling them, and then this hand comes out of the ground, goes through his asshole, out his mouth, grabs the panties, and like comes back out of his ass.
Yeah, I'm not watching this.
Okay, but it's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
It's
It is.
it's so funny. It's so insane, but not for you then.
Maybe it's something I could sleep through. maybe not. Could have some weird dreams.
Yeah. But no, I remember back in the day, we were like, no, I came, because you're aware of the room, and I saw the room, and I was like, Graydon,
Yeah.
you have to come over to my house, we're watching the room. There's you, me, my brothers, Mike and Danny. And throughout, like, the whole sex scene, the full, like, 5 sex scenes that there are in that movie, we were just laughing so
Dude,
hard.
See, that's one of those unironically so horrible movies that it's so much fun to watch. Like, what happens? Do you remember? I laughed the hardest at the moment when she was talking on the phone.
I need to see you. What are you talking about? I just saw you.
Oh, yeah. There was that, but then also it was like, by the way, Mom does have breast cancer, and then hangs up. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
I got the results of the test back.
Oh, yeah, it was her. She was talking to her
breast
daughter.
cancer. Don't worry, they're treating people every day, and then like that's the last they mention of it throughout the whole movie.
Just threw it in there.
That movie's gold.
How
That movie's straight gold.
the same thing happened in Jurassic World 1, where the kids are like, they like talk about how mom and dad are getting a divorce when they're like on that bus, and then they're like, yeah, and then it never gets brought up again in the movie, and then they're not even in the second movie. Did you watch the second movie? Jurassic World 2.
I avoided it.
I think that's the first movie I've ever watched that you haven't watched.
Yeah. Isn't it like the circle? No, not. What's
Jurassic
it called?
World 2 Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah.
What the hell am I thinking?
Okay. Can I spoil the ending?
I don't care. I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay. I'm about to spoil the ending of Jurassic World.
No one
Kingdom.
fucking cares. Movie sucks ass.
They might.
Okay.
Well, if someone's about to watch it tonight and they loved the first one, if you liked the first one, fuck you. The second one was worse. Somehow.
Yeah, we're gonna spoil that Chris Pratt movie.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in Endgame.
Oh
well.
I still haven't seen Endgame.
You haven't?
No, I know everything that happens though. But so.
Or Infinity War. Wait, no, Endgame was.
He's
the last
in
one.
both.
Yeah,
I don't.
Anyways.
And Endgame was the last one.
Yeah.
So the end of the movie, there's a bunch of dinosaurs, and they brought it to America because they're gonna sell it to like weapons dealers, and they have them like in these cages, and there's like for some reason there's a big garage door on the room to like the outside world, which is like the Great Plains of America. And the building is on fire, and like the whole point of the movie was like, do we have to give these animals rights because they're living beings? Like, do we have to care for them? And like all the dinosaurs, there's probably like 15 dinosaurs in this building, are all about to burn. And then they look at each other and they look at this button that's like open garage door button, and they press it. And then the dinosaurs get out, and then it ends with the dinosaurs roaming the Great Plains of America, and then it's credits. And I can't imagine what the third movie's gonna be about. They're making a third.
Yeah.
That's not the end. Also, like, what kind of moral compass? I don't understand it. I don't understand who wrote it. Like right off the bat, at the beginning, there's like, we need to take these animals off this island because the island's gonna blow up, and we need to take care of them. And I'm like, no one would say that.
Yeah.
Like, not even PETA. PETA would not do that.
Yeah.
PETA would be like, nah, they can die.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Sorry,
Have
I just
you-
had to get that off my
It's
chest.
okay.
That was-
Have you seen the Fast and Furious movies?
no.
You're never gonna watch them, are you?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so at the time of this podcast, F9 came out. All right,
Just came out.
it just came out. I saw an
It was
early screening.
Incredible.
So, so I got to see an early screening of it because I know people. Yeah, I know people.
Yeah, he's in the industry. He's cool.
Yeah, I'm so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Vanilla Ice.
I got to hear the soundtrack before it even
Oh,
came out. Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. I know people.
Anyways, so here's my relationship with this franchise. I like the first one, The Fast and the Furious, but even though it's like a remake of Point Break, I don't like.
That's what Point Break's like.
Well, okay, so the original The Fast and the Furious movie is about this undercover cop trying to infiltrate this like.
Oh, there's like a plot.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about like this undercover cop trying to infiltrate this street racing gang, and then like he becomes friends with them. But in Point Break,
Yeah.
it's this undercover cop trying to infiltrate this surfer group that are also bank robbers. That's Point Break.
Okay.
So I like the first one, even though it's a remake of Point Break. I don't like the second, third, or fourth one, but Fast 5 is my favorite one.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, because it rides the line of being over the top, but still not being like, oh my god.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah. It just,
Kind of like Fury Road, or like very different.
it's very different. It's,
Like in terms of almost being over the top.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It just rides the line.
Yeah.
But then, I like Fast and Furious 6, 7, 8, and Hobbs and Shaw, and I like the 9th one. But they all got progressively more over the top.
Yeah.
But I like that,
Yeah.
because it's just funny as fuck.
Uh-huh.
But spoilers for Fast 9, even though it's probably been leaked on the internet, they go to fucking space.
Go to space.
Yeah. Ludacris and Tyrese Gibson, they go to space. And when we were in the theater, everyone was just laughing. Like, every shot of just... It was a car with, like, a rocket on the top of
Car
it.
goes to space?
Yeah. And, like, every time...
Is it like Elon's Tesla goes to space, or is it like they go off a ramp
I have
really
no
fast?
idea. I have no idea. I don't remember. I was laughing too hard.
And there's a rocket on the car.
Yeah.
So and then like Wile E. Coyote, like
Yeah.
they lit the rocket. And then,
Yeah. And so, every time they cut to a wide shot of that car in space, everyone was just dying of laughter.
Was Vin Diesel who was in space?
Tyrese Gibson and Ludacris.
Okay. And
Yeah.
were they in spacesuits?
Yeah. But they had to, like, duct tape.
Do you remember why they had to get there?
It was some shit with some satellite that they had to stop.
I might watch it.
It's so funny. Because John Cena's in the movie. It's fucking hilarious.
Okay.
But if I've learned anything from Fast and Furious, it's never turn your back on family. You know the memes?
Yes. I've seen the memes.
Family. Oh, man. But yeah. Okay, going on to something you know more about.
Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Fuck that movie.
Okay, what are we talking about?
Speed 2 Cruise
No,
Control.
I actually haven't seen it.
You haven't?
No, I talk about
It's on
it
a
all
fucking
the time,
boat.
though. 'cause
It's on a
It's the
boat.
funniest name
Yeah.
for a movie
It's the dumbest plot, too.
I've ever heard. Also, it's still Sandra Bullock, but it's not Keanu. Like, she finds another guy
Yeah.
that has... Just like her life, that's the craziest.
Willem Dafoe is in that movie. It's really weird.
Willem
'cause
Dafoe's been in some bad movies.
he has, but he's like a great actor.
He's a great actor.
He's such...
All right,
love Willem
what
Dafoe.
were we going to talk about?
Oh, yeah. I was wondering if you wanted to talk...
Well,
But-
you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Just thought I was tipping that over. Let's talk about some music, because I know that's your thing.
Okay.
I was thinking of talking about some of your favorite albums, and then underrated albums, and then some of the worst albums you ever heard.
Oh.
Let's start with the worst. What's the worst?
Start with
album?
the worst albums.
Yeah.
I've probably never listened all the way through. Okay, I'll say. This is mean, cause like, okay, I like the.
It's
Pixies.
an indie band.
I like the Pixies.
Oh,
no, it's not. This local band.
This local band is
Garbage.
so ass.
So the Pixies tend to have
Mm-hmm.
2 phenomenal songs on every album.
Yeah.
But the album with Debaser on it is really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
if you listen all the way through,
Mm-hmm.
it's like complete trash.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best songs I've ever heard.
Okay.
Complete trash. Like, usually when there's like a one-hit wonder,
Yeah.
it's like they have their one song, like Melt With You by Modern English.
Mhm.
That's another one. I listened all the way through Mesh and Lace, which has that song on it.
Yeah.
Horrible album. But then that one song is incredible. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I can understand that. Like, they have one where everything just clicks, and then for some reason it never does again.
Yeah.
But the Pixies are like, they can
Yeah.
write these masterpieces,
Mm-hmm.
but then they still release really, like, incoherent
Yeah.
messes.
Yeah. Where is my mind?
Yeah.
The worst album I've ever heard was by this what was it? This kind of like independent local band, Scalise, I believe it's called.
Right.
Yeah. It's
I
called
think it's pronounced Scalise.
Scalise.
Yeah.
I think that from Ass to Ass, I think it's called. From something, I don't know. It was a shit album.
That was
And I
a
just
horrible joke.
yeah.
It was
I just heard that the lead singer of the band is just a dick to
Yeah, I've heard
everybody.
that too. Yeah.
He's like punched a few women at their gigs.
Oh, whoa.
I'm kidding. No, the worst album I have ever heard was Corey Feldman, Angelic to the Core. Do you know about that?
Nope.
I think I sent you a song, but you didn't listen to it.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah. No, he did. It was this big thing because he performed on like the Today Show,
Uh-huh.
and it went viral because how bad. It's like Tommy Wiseau's The Room of music.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I did listen to it.
Go for it. Featuring Snoop Dogg.
It was I don't know.
It's one of the worst things I've ever heard. But
I
it's
remember,
like, you can tell that he's passionate about it, but it's just not.
which makes it sad. There was that JJ Coolfish.
Yeah.
Who am I thinking of? There was someone else like that,
Yeah.
and I felt bad, but at the same time, I was like, they just made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Ice JJ Fish.
Yeah.
Okay, this is bad, but I've heard so much worse. Okay, I don't know what's going on.
But the today performance that he does, it's fucking.
Oh, this guy's cool. Oh, I'm gonna whip that out on stage. Yeah, to our folk music. It's weird. It's weird when people get weirdly sexual on stage.
Yeah.
If I ever do that,
even
just
Iggy Pop.
shoot me. Iggy Pop can do it.
Yeah.
Mick Jagger can do it. Jim Morrison can do it. Oh, there's something missing. But no, seriously, I have heard a lot worse, and good for him.
Yeah.
If I could get on that was on the Today Show.
Yeah.
If I could get onto oh God, I had a stroke. If I could get onto the Today Show, is that hard to say, or am I just? If I could get onto the Today, try to say that.
If I could get on the Today Show.
Onto the Today.
Yeah.
Try saying if I could get onto the Today Show.
Mm-hmm.
Try it.
Try to say what?
If I could get onto the Today Show.
If I could get on to the Today.
See?
If I could get on the Today Show.
No, onto the Today Show is really hard to say.
If I could get on the.
If I could get onto the Today Show.
If I could get on to the Today Show.
Say it quick.
If I could get on the Okay, but hold up.
All right.
But look at this cover of this album.
I just wanted to justify that. This is... Wow. It's too bad this is a podcast and you can't just, like, show this to people.
God.
If I had to dress like that and shoot this album cover and release that music and I could get onto the Today Show,
Yeah.
I would.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely. Like,
But
that
I mean,
dude's
it's Corey
killing
Feldman.
it.
He was in the Goonies and Stand By Me and The Lost Boys.
Oh, he was already famous?
Yeah.
Fuck him.
You don't know who Corey Feldman is?
No.
Have you seen The Goonies?
Which kid?
He's Mouth, the guy that talks a lot and has a purple rain shirt.
Oh.
Mhm.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
Okay, so we just named our two
Ooh, that's
worst.
tough. All right.
Okay, so your least favorite was some Pixies album that you don't remember the name of.
Yeah. Whenever music's bad, I just
Yeah.
don't like to dwell on it, you know?
Well, I just heard so much about that Corey Feldman album that I'm like, I have to listen to this.
Yeah.
It's like essential. Okay, so
For underrated, this is hard for me. Because, like, in terms of albums that are rated. Okay. I'm going to say Radiohead's 2016 release, A Moon-Shaped Pool. Radiohead gets so much attention for OK Computer, which it should. OK Computer's the best Radiohead album.
Kid A. Rainbows.
You're gonna be pissed at me for this.
Hmm.
I'm not yet into Kid A.
Okay.
I've tried listening to Kid A like twice. I listened to the whole thing,
Mhm.
and I just couldn't get into it. In Rainbows, I listened once all the way through, and I was like, and now I'm like listening to it non-stop. I'm so into In Rainbows, and I'm waiting for that same thing to happen to me for Kid A.
Mhm.
The Bends I listened to first, and I was immediately hooked.
Yeah.
OK Computer I listened once through, and I was like, I still like the Bends better. Then I listened to OK Computer again, and I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
And then that happened for In Rainbows. Am I boring you?
No, I just have something stuck in my eye. No, I like Radiohead.
And then, yeah. Kid A, I'm still not... I haven't gotten to that point, and it's weird because I'm trying to.
Mhm.
Like, I know that at some point I'm going to be obsessed with Kid A. But right now I'm obsessed with In Rainbows, which I didn't think I was ever going to be.
Mhm.
A Moon-Shaped Pool, no one gives it attention. It's almost like meditative music.
Yeah.
But it's so intricate and well done. And everything Radiohead does is well done. Like, Radiohead keeps... I'm always like, oh, this is going to suck. And then it's not. It's always awesome. Except Kid A. Which is everyone's
I don't
favorite
think I've
Radiohead
ever
album.
listened to this full thing.
What, A Moon-Shaped Pool?
Yeah.
It's weird. You got to be in the right mindset for it.
Okay.
Like, I don't know. You got to be like floating in water
Okay.
and like drunk.
Okay.
Get drunk, fill up a bath,
All right.
just float in there,
Yeah. Okay.
and
Oh man.
then you gotta pretend you're outside too.
Okay. Good deal.
You gotta be in a pool on the moon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
Honestly, I feel like that'd be a really good way to listen to this album.
I'll
It's
check.
like
I'll check my schedule.
a
Make sure
moon-shaped
when I can go.
pool
Yeah.
on the moon.
Most underrated album for me.
Wait, sorry, one second. A moon-shaped pool. Do you think that's just a circle?
Yeah.
I didn't even think of that.
Moon-shaped pool. Yeah.
It's just a circle pool.
Yeah.
It's like one of those outdoor pools that like above ground
Mhm.
in your backyard.
Yeah, that what you used to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a moon-shaped pool. All right. Sorry, you go.
Most underrated album for me, is mentioned it to you. Seed of Memory, Terry Reid.
Yes.
Have you listened to it yet?
No.
No.
But I have it. I know exactly where it is. I'm going to listen to it, and then I'm going to give it back to you. And we'll take a picture of when I give it back to you so we have on record that I did, in fact, return it.
Yeah, this guy, I've lent him stuff before, and he's always been like, I've been like, hey man, can I get this back? He's like, dude, I give it back to you.
Because I did give it back to you.
No, you don't.
I always give it back
No,
to you.
you don't.
What do I still have of yours?
Well, no, because
You said
okay.
I had your Harry Potter DVDs.
Okay, I don't know if that's actually you. I don't know who gave
It's
that
not
to
me.
who. Okay, I don't know who gave that to you
Because
or
I've
not.
always had my own box
Okay,
set.
but when we gave you the Twilight Zone box set, the show
Yeah.
a while ago, I was like, great, can I have that back? I'm really itching to watch that show. You're like, dude, I give it back to you. I'm like, no, you didn't, you fucking bitch.
Sure, I gave it back.
No, because you were like, dude, I'm so sorry when you gave it back to
Because
me.
I found it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Wait, it was either you or Peyton. I don't know.
Oh, probably Peyton. I
So-
always return stuff.
So I was like, Graydon, you have to listen to this album. And like, he's like, all right. So I'm like, hey, Graydon, can I get a picture with you with the album?
I knew you were going to bring it up today, right?
And he goes, oh, he's like, okay. And like in his head, I bet he was like, what the hell? Why?
I almost
and-
delayed this. I almost said I can't do it today because I need to do something else, and then I was going to listen to it, and then I was going to be like, I listened to it, and I was going to give it back to you. I was gonna,
So anyways, I took a
knew
picture
you were
of
gonna
him
bring
with
this
that,
up.
and I'm like, Graydon, this is proof that you still have it. And we'll take a picture of me getting it back when you give it back to me. So, but no, Terry Reid, he was, I think the story is that he was going to be the lead singer for Led Zeppelin, but then he's like, nah, I know this guy Robert Plant, he'd be better.
You were
And-
pretty adamant about it until we're on a podcast now, and then now you're like, I think. So people hold you
Well,
accountable.
it's just because, like, there's thousands of people that listen to this podcast,
Right,
Graydon.
right.
And I just don't want people in the comments like, actually, no, that's not what happened, you know?
Yeah, they will.
Because what if they know something that I don't, that the internet doesn't even know? What if it's Terry Reid himself who corrects me?
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
Nice.
But no, so he went off
Maybe
and
it'll
did
be
his
Robert
own.
Plant. I feel like Robert Plant is into your podcast.
Yeah. Should have him on sometime.
Robert Plant, if you're listening.
If you're one of the 7 subscribers we have, Mr. Plants, I love your music. No, so
Joe Borman
yeah.
experience.
so the solo, he did his
If you
solo
ever get
thing.
Robert Plant on here, I'm invited.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can it be the lead
gonna
singer?
stop
Can it be the
interrupting.
lead singer of Greta Van Fleet?
No.
Because he sounds just like him.
Well, I will show up to that.
Yeah. So, Seed of Memory, great album. Nobody knows at all. Everyone, listen to it right now, please.
Nick Drake, also very underrated.
Pink
Moon.
moon is on its way.
Yeah.
I never felt magic crazy as this.
Yeah, you guys got to listen to Nick Drake.
And Alexi Murdoch, who's basically the same kind of thing as
Right.
Nick Drake. He's also great.
Love Alexi Murdoch.
Yeah. Okay, favorite albums.
Favorite albums? All right. 2015 release by Houndmouth called Little Neon Limelight.
Nice.
That defined my high school experience.
Super bad to find my high school experience. Okay,
What do we mean by defined?
It's just my life.
All right.
McLovin.
I've been told on separate occasions by different people that I look like each one of the main characters of Superbad. I've been told I look like Jonah Hill. I've been told I look like Michael Cera, and I've been told that I look like Christopher Mintz-Plasse.
Yeah.
Is that how you say his
McLovin.
last
Yeah.
name? Mintz. Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, Houndmouth.
Yeah. Houndmouth, Little Neon Limelight,
Mhm.
2015 release. They also had a 2012 release that was great, and then my throat did something. And then they signed to Atlantic Records, made a really bad album, and that really disappointed me. But now they signed to Dual Tone Records, which is my favorite album. Record label, because they have Shuffles in a Row, also underrated. Mountjoy, also underrated. Hayes Carl. They did Chuck Berry's last album. They
Yeah.
have who else? Lumineers, Shaky Graves, Langhorne Slim. Just like all of my favorite artists are on Dual Tone Records.
Yeah.
And they just signed to them, and they released 2 singles from them, and it's great.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's really telling. Is like if they're signed to a record label that's going to treat them right, they're going to put out some good music.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what they're about to do.
Mm-hmm.
Another favorite album of mine. It's weird. I don't usually get into pop music, but right now I've been listening to Dayglow on loop. Have you heard of Dayglow?
Yeah.
Yeah. His first album, I think it's just called... Oh, Fuzzy Brain. It's called Fuzzy Brain. God, I love that. And it's so not like me.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like it?
I haven't listened to the whole thing. I know of him.
Okay, yeah.
I just heard, like, snippets.
Yeah. Like, Can I Call You Tonight is the one that's always on the radio.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not, like, it's really good.
Yeah.
And he just put out his second album. So, right now, I think that's number 1 on my albums. Cage the Elephant's first debut album. Their first debut album. Not their second debut album.
Okay.
Their first debut album. Just called Cage the Elephant. That, I think it was in 2009.
Yeah.
That's such a good album.
It is.
Not my favorite Cage the Elephant album, but right now it's the one I've been listening to.
Yeah. What about some classics? What are your favorite classics?
Like I said, Beggar's Banquet is up there. Music from the Big Pink by the band.
Abbey Road.
Okay, the Stones. Yeah, okay. Beatles, obviously. Anything after 1965, I would say.
Okay.
Beatles are in my top list of albums.
Okay. So like Revolver onward?
Revolver, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Help. Was Help 65?
I think so.
Okay. But yeah, like ideally it's like Revolver, what was after Revolver? Rubber Soul, and then Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and then Magical Mystery Tour, White Album,
Abbey Road.
Let It Be.
Yeah.
Those. All of those.
Please Please
so
Me is my
obsessed.
favorite.
Oh, come on, man.
Just kidding.
There are people that don't give the Beatles credit because they're like, oh, all their stuff sounds the same. And
No, it
I've heard
doesn't.
people say that. I'm like,
Helter
really?
Skelter
Like,
doesn't
that-
sound like anything they've ever made before
Yeah.
that.
Like those people have only heard Beatles up until 1965. They haven't
Yeah.
listened to 65
Yeah.
onward because it's so
Yeah.
diverse and so defining for music. And there's like Helter Skelter, and like they invented metal, really.
Basic, yeah.
Like really light metal, but no one had done anything like
yeah,
that.
that's an incredible song.
Uh,
The song, not what it spawned.
of course.
I know, but you
Who
know.
would misinterpret that? Someone's like, "Oh, I like Helter Skelter." They're like, "Oh, you're into
Well, you know how
race
people
wars?
are these days.
You like
You know how people
murdering
are.
What?
You know how people are these days.
No one's gonna make that conclusion.
No, everyone does that. Are you kidding me?
Really?
Gen Z is gonna cancel blah 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 for
You're
blah blah
like-
blah.
No, if you're worried about cancel culture. you're
Okay,
fine.
so back to the Stones,
Right.
classic albums. What else besides
No, genuinely, the Stones though. We got
Tattoo You?
yeah.
Yeah.
The Stones had the Stones out of any band ever have the most phenomenal albums, like front to back. They have the best stretch of 4 albums of all time, maybe 5. Beggar's Banquet,
Mhm.
and then it goes on to Let It Bleed,
Mm-hmm.
and then after Let It Bleed, they have Sticky Fingers,
Yeah.
and then Exile on Main Street.
Yeah.
Those 4 albums are back to back, and from
Yeah.
front to cover, they're all insane and defining and just nuts.
Let
And
It
then-
Bleed is probably my favorite.
Yeah, it's probably my least favorite of the 4, but
You
it's.
fucking bitch.
I'm not saying it's bad. It is
Yeah, I
one
know.
of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Just those 4 are insane, and then
Yeah.
after that is Goat's Head Soup, which people consider the end of the streak, but that's also a phenomenal album.
Yeah.
And I think that was 73.
Yeah.
And then they have this gap of nothing really great
Yeah.
until 78. Then Some Girls comes out, which is such a good
It
album.
is, yeah. That's one of my favorite ones too.
Yeah, so good. And then 1981, they have Tattoo You comes out, which Tattoo You, what it was they just had a bunch of songs that they wrote in the 70s that they didn't put on any of those albums. And they're like, whatever, let's just put all these on an album.
Mhm.
They make it, they release it, it's Tattoo You,
Yeah.
which goes
Incredible.
down as like their iconic album. That's like their hit album.
Yeah.
Maybe not, well, they
No,
have
it is.
a bunch of hit albums. But when people think of the Stones, they think of Tattoo You.
Yeah.
Which also I think is a bad representation of the Stones. Like everyone just thinks of "Start Me Up,"
Yeah.
Which is- which is a great song, but like
Yeah.
people don't realize that the Stones were kind of a folk band,
Yeah.
like a folk bluesy band.
Yeah.
And it's just nuts to me
Mhm.
that they had those songs written and they were like, these aren't good enough to put on these albums. Until
Yeah.
81, they're like, you know what? It is good enough. Let's put them all on one thing.
Yeah.
Throw it out there. It'll be like a B-side album.
Yeah.
And how does that happen?
I don't know. It's insane. They're the Stones. They're the goats.
But like, they didn't have an album like that. Like, how do they say, okay, like, Waiting on a Friend isn't good enough for...
Yeah.
I can't even name a 70s Stone album after Goat's Head Soup. But like, how is it not good enough? It's weird because like, I'll show up to a band rehearsal with like a new song that I'm really psyched about, and I'll show it to the band and they'll be like, yeah, it's not doing it for me, you know? Like, I showed them this song that I was like, this is gonna be like this cool like gospel thing, and we're gonna get like these really cool harmonies on it, and Ben's just gonna have to like lay down this backbeat.
Yeah.
And then Jorge was like, it sounds like ELO. I'm like, how does this sound like ELO? He was like, it sounds like Mr. Mr. Blue Sky. Sorry, not Mr. Brightside. And I just didn't hear that at all. And like, that's the mindset he was going into with it. And like, it just didn't work until we like stopped, restarted, redid how we were doing the whole thing.
Yeah.
But then I'll go in with a song that I'm like, hey, I threw this together a while ago, and I didn't bring it up to you guys because I didn't think it was good enough, but let's see what you guys think. And they're like, oh, I love this.
Yeah.
They're like, this is really good.
Yeah.
And I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you just Graydon just stared into like, I don't know.
I'm
You just went somewhere else.
contemplating.
Yeah.
I'm scared that I'm losing my objectivity, and I'm just coming up. Like, if I'm like, oh, this is something I've never done before, I think it's a good idea, but maybe it's not. Like, maybe that's the problem that all these bands get into, is that like they think that they're getting stale, so then they try to come up with something new, and that doesn't work. And really, what their fans want is just more of what they've already heard.
Mm-hmm.
But also, there's something like it's very nice. Like the Counting Crows, sorry, not the Counting Crows. Counting Crows just released an EP, and I threw on the first single from it, and I was just like relieved. I was like, isn't it so nice when a band doesn't evolve?
Yeah.
Like, that was just a Counting Crows song. It was a really good Counting Crows song.
Yeah, like the new AC/DC album, Power Up. It sounds like AC/DC.
Right, yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. What if AC/DC came out with like a new wave? Like,
I would be pissed because that's not AC/DC.
Yeah.
You know, I have a bunch of new wave bands that I like. You know, it's like if I want to listen to new wave, I'll listen to blah blah blah. If I want to listen to AC/DC, I'll listen to AC/DC.
Right. Yeah. But then there's also like the Beatles.
Yeah.
1965. They're like, hey, we're gonna start doing psychedelics. And we're gonna start just.
But it's not a complete departure. Like it still
It
has.
was.
I mean, but
it totally was.
I know, but it still kind of
Like,
sounds to me at
need
least.
somebody help, not just anybody. And then just like
Help the skeleton.
Number nine. Number 9.
Yeah, I don't know. Hippie Beatles were really different from the monkey type Beatles.
If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, listen to Revolution 9.
Yeah. So going back to albums, for me, like it's not an album. It's like it's a greatest hits album, but something I listened to.
Doesn't count.
Hold on.
Doesn't count.
No, hold on. Frank Sinatra is my favorite singer of all time.
Doesn't count.
Ultimate Sinatra, I listen to that all the time. Okay, I'm just putting that out there.
Okay.
I'm doing like sections here.
Okay.
So that's my favorite greatest hits thing, even though it doesn't count. But like back then, they didn't. I mean, In the Wee Small Hours of the Morning was an album.
Favorite greatest hits. I've never had that conversation.
Okay, well, because Frank Sinatra has so many good songs.
Okay.
Okay. So, favorite.
That actually is a good question.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Ultimate Sinatra is my favorite greatest hits album.
Favorite greatest hits album.
Queen has a good greatest hits album.
Comment your favorite greatest hits album.
Yeah, do that.
If anyone made it this far.
Okay. Favorite rock album? Back in Black, AC/DC, of course. Grew up with that. Favorite jazz album? Kind of Blue by Miles Davis or Ben Webster, the Soulville.
Bill Evans live at the Village Vanguard sessions.
That's good.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Wait, what was before that? I'm answering these two.
Kind of Blue.
No, what was that was favorite jazz album? What was before that?
The Rock and then Grease Hits. Rock album.
Rock album.
I said Back in Black.
I'm going Cage the Elephant, the debut.
Nice. Let's go with favorite rap album. Give me a
Jay-Z
few.
Blueprint.
Yeah. I have a few.
Blueprint 1.
Yeah. To Pimp a Butterfly, Kendrick Lamar.
Nice.
Get Rich or Die Tryin', 50 Cent. Nas Illmatic, Dr. Dre The Chronic. Eric B. and Rakim, Paid in Full. Enter the 36 Chamber, Wu-Tang. Aquemini, Outkast. This is probably my favorite rap album ever. Mad Villainy, Mad Villain, MF Doom, Madlib. And then The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Yes.
Yeah. All good? All valid? Oh, and Kids
no,
See
I
Ghost.
don't-
Kids See Ghost, of course.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No,
I just schooled you. I just hear like, what the hell is this man talking about?
Yeah, I don't listen. Yeah. I'm actually gonna change my answer. Favorite rap? Can it be a live album?
Yeah.
Jay-Z Unplugged. I love Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I don't listen to enough rap.
Yeah.
But Miseducation is great.
Yeah. Let's go with soundtrack. Purple Rain.
Best soundtrack. Ooh, are we saying like score, or are we saying like?
We'll do one score and one like Purple Rain.
No, Purple Rain is a score.
It's not a score.
Kind of.
It's a soundtrack.
Right, but it's also a score. It's.
What version of Purple Rain are you listening to?
What? No, like score. I mean, like it's.
Score to me
it
is
was
kind of
written
like,
for the movie.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
score.
what a score is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my perception of score was always like
Classical. Right.
just
Yeah,
the instrumental.
that's probably most people's perception.
Well,
no,
for like
I'm just saying like if it was written for the movie or if it's a compilation of songs
yeah.
in a movie.
Yeah. Okay. So Purple Rain.
Purple Rain for that could score.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like for like instrumental score, the Lord of the Rings trilogy or Jaws, Star Wars.
I'd have to go with some John Williams.
Yeah, dude, John Williams he's the goat. He's the goat of composer.
He didn't do Lord of the Rings, did he?
No, that was Howard Shore.
Okay. John Williams is so good.
He is.
I gotta say I think the Harry Potter soundtrack does it for me.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we were watching the fifth Harry Potter movie, and it opens with Snape just like walking down a corridor.
By the way, can I get my Harry Potter DVDs back?
Fuck you.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. So Snape. I don't know who has them. Whoever has my Harry Potter DVDs, please return them.
Please give them back to him so he stops heckling me about it.
Yeah.
You'll never get them back.
Fuck.
So Snape's just like walking down a corridor, and then like the background music's like, and it's like so fucking intense, and I was like on the edge of my seat, and all he was doing was walking down the hall.
Yeah.
And then I was watching it with George, the keyboard player for Scalise, and
Scalise.
he was saying, "What do you think? What do you think the notes for John Williams said? Like when he wrote this, like just like Snape walks down a hallway, and he came up with that. It's incredible."
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep interrupting.
No, that's fine. No, I'm interrupting you, I think.
Oh right, yeah, I'm the guest.
Yeah. Fuck me, right? I'm a piece of shit.
Pulp Fiction soundtrack is
That's a banger. That's a hit.
that one's tight.
Mm-hmm. Pop album? Favorite pop album?
Dayglow.
Dayglow?
Yeah. Fuzzy Brain.
I'd say Voodoo by D'Angelo or Thriller, but Thriller's kind of like a given.
Mm-hmm. Wait, does Abbey Road count as a pop album?
No.
Okay. We're going straight up pop.
Yeah. Lemonade, Beyonce. Is that pop
I
or
like
is that
Pink
rap?
Lemonade from Taco Bell.
I like Lemonade Drink from Scalise.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we got this song. It's our closer now. If you ever see us live, we're gonna close with it. It's so much fun.
All right. Favorite punk album?
Rage.
Rage Against the Machines. Which one? Bulls
the
on
first
Parade.
one?
Evil Empire.
No,
Oh,
I don't know. Just the one.
wow, the one with killing in the name.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd go the Misfits Static Age or Earth AD by the Misfits.
All right.
Or the Ramones self-titled.
The Ramones really punk?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
punk.
Or London Calling, Clash.
That's just rock.
No, it's punk.
Okay.
It's punk. Don't correct me.
All right. My bad.
Okay. Let's go with something experimental. What's experimental that you like?
Okay, so I think I keep bringing it back to the same artists,
God damn it.
but okay, there's experimental,
Mm-hmm.
and then like there's experimental that works.
Yeah. True.
And for me, like I know it's like not even like it's so on the edge of experimental. Okay, computer.
Oh, come on.
I know,
You
I know.
piece of
I know it's
garbage.
not. I know it's not experimental, but like
Yeah.
that's the epitome of like where I think experimental should lie. Is
Okay.
like making great songs
Mm-hmm.
with these like crazy techniques.
Yeah.
Um,
Not Trout Mask or Replica. Trout Mask Replica. Trout Mask Replica.
no idea what you're
You don't know.
talking
You don't know that?
No.
Oh, it's classic.
There's I for a while I was listening to what's it called, microtonal
Mhm.
piano songs,
Yeah.
which means instead of 12 notes, there's 24.
Mm-hmm.
So like there are notes in between every note.
Yeah.
That's some cool, trippy, experimental stuff.
Sweet.
Is the Wall experimental?
Yeah. Psychedelic.
That's
Animals is my favorite Pink Floyd.
Okay, yeah.
You can live with that.
How about metal?
Metal. Favorite metal album?
No, Meddle, Pink
Oh.
Floyd album.
That's good.
Have you ever watched the lights scene in 2001
Yeah,
while
yeah,
listening
yeah.
to the
Mhm.
last song on Metal?
Yep.
Do that.
I've done
It's
that.
so cool.
Yeah.
I'm talking to your
Oh, okay.
audience. Do it.
Okay. One of my favorite experimental albums, Hot Rats, Frank Zappa.
Okay, I haven't listened to it. I'm sorry, man. You got too much time on your hands.
No, I don't.
No, I know. You're consuming art. There's no better way to
Yeah.
use your time. Truly.
Does
Except maybe with girls.
Unknown Pleasures, does that count experimental? Kind of?
No.
No. Well, it's one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
Whatever you categorize that as.
New wave.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite metal album?
It's Joy Division, by the way.
Joy Division slaps.
Yeah. There are people that don't realize that New Order is Joy Division. You
Yeah.
know.
My dad didn't know that until
Yeah.
I told him.
And that's so weird to me, like that they had that success,
Mm-hmm.
and then they also had that success
Yeah.
again, and people don't even associate them.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. Favorite metal album?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't listen to metal.
Metallica counts. Iron Maiden counts.
Okay.
You can say Appetite for Destruction.
No, it's good. What's the Black Metallica album?
The Black Album.
It's called the Black Album.
Or it's also just called Metallica.
It's probably Metallica.
That's a good one.
I'm bad at metal, man.
Yeah, that's alright. So you go with that one?
What are you going with?
Motorhead, Ace of Spades.
I'm thinking Motorhead, Ace of Spades is probably my favorite metal album.
Shut the fuck up. You never even heard it.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, you
Fuck
did.
him.
Okay.
Okay. Alright. Favorite black metal album?
Never even been introduced.
Oh, okay. Panopticon, Roads to the North is my favorite.
Sounds way better than white metal.
Alright, favorite country album?
I'm gonna say
Live at Folsom Prison.
no. Maybe. It's so good, dude. No, there's
Hello,
a
I'm
Coulter
Johnny Cash.
Wall. I'm getting grass. I came straight from mowing.
Getting grass on my floor.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta let my dog out soon. I'm
Okay.
gonna go
We'll
do that.
we'll wrap it up soon.
I forgot that I didn't stop by. I take very good care of my dog. I do, genuinely.
Yep.
Everyone that knows me.
Yep.
I'm great.
Yep.
No, Coulter Wall just put out his newest album. It's like a really long album name, but it's called like Tales of blah blah blah.
Okay.
That's great. I listen to that on loop.
Okay. No fences, or wait, no, fences. Garth Brooks.
Nice.
Probably go with that one, or live at Folsom Prison.
Yeah.
Or,
Well, you know what's better than Folsom Prison? San Quentin. Live at
Yeah.
San Quentin.
Yeah.
Great.
Or the redheaded stranger, Willie Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
I always like Willie. Good old Willie.
You gotta love Willie.
I love Willie. Okay, let's finish with favorite folk.
Favorite folk album?
Yeah.
Alright, this is my area, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Howard
favorite.
mouth.
They're kind of folk rock, like,
Yeah. I'll start off because I know you're gonna go on.
yeah.
Rumors,
Oh, right.
Fleetwood Mac, and then Blue,
That's
Joni
classic
Mitchell.
rock, man.
Yeah. Joni Mitchell, Blue.
Yeah. I'll give you Joni Mitchell.
Okay, fine.
Fleetwood Mac is not folk.
You're not folk.
We kind of aren't.
I'll go
What,
to-
what would you tell people our music is?
I've actually stumbled on that when people ask me.
Yeah, we all do too.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I'll go.
And we're not like crazy, like weird, or like it's not like we're a new genre. It's just like we're not very narrowed in.
I'll also go Toxicity by a System of a Down
Okay.
for folk.
Folk.
Yeah.
Love it.
No, I'd actually go Blonde. Bob Dylan.
Yes. Blonde on blonde.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I meant the Frank Ocean.
Right. Yeah, I'd say probably Insane Clown Posse
Yes.
debut.
Nice.
They have some good deep cuts, but if you get in there, there's some good folk.
Yeah.
Other than that, Shelter from the Storm is better than Blonde on Blonde.
Hold on. What about Highway 61 Revisited?
Not as good as Shelter from the Storm. No, Blood on the Tracks. I'm sorry, I said the wrong.
Okay, good.
No, it's
Blood on
this.
the Tracks is good.
Shelter from the Storm is on Blood on the Tracks.
Yeah.
I accidentally said Shelter from the Storm. Yeah.
The Free Willing Line.
Okay, so Michael Trent from Shovels and Rope has this album called The Winner.
Mhm.
Such a good album. Straight up folk. It's got like the harmonica and the banjo. And, Old Crow Medicine Show. They have their OCMS album.
Mhm.
That one's phenomenal. And then there's another one. Sometimes I'm so bad at album. Oh, you have the Shining thing on your door. That's
Just notice that, dude.
Yeah,
Look
no,
at my
that's
mouse
too-
pad.
Oh, that carpeting was used in Sid's room in
Yeah.
Toy Story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Buzz Lightyear.
The
No way.
Shining carpeting was used
Yeah.
in Toy Story and Sid's carpet as an
Yeah.
Easter egg.
Something about
John
indie-
Prine.
Okay.
Bruised Orange, one of my favorite albums of all time.
Mhm.
John Prine's debut, also called John Prine. Of course. Dude, I got so many.
Mhm.
It's just nonstop. Todd Snyder is the most
Yeah.
underrated folk artist of all time. I
B
think.
double E double R U N.
Right. Shut up, man. This people got to know him for more than that. It's
All we need
had
is
one
a 10 and a
song-
5 and a car and a beer and a soldier driver.
yeah, where he spells out beer run
Yeah.
and talking about some kids going
Yeah.
to a Robert Earl Keen. Robert Earl Keen's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And they go and try to pick up beer with a Illegal ID, and that song was funny and got really popular.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with The Money Store by Death Grips.
Right. Dude,
Yeah,
you're
that's
real good at this.
That's a good indie
It
album.
was like me trying to talk about metal.
Indie folk. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
You don't know Death Grips? Okay. Good man.
I keep plugging these guys. We played a gig with them at the garage. Guess who it was?
The Guess Who?
No.
Hold on, I got it. Hold on. Flats and Scruggs.
What?
Flat and
Twin
Scruggs.
Lakes is the name of this band, and they put out an album. And I can't remember the name of the album, but they put it out in 2019, and it's super good, and you guys should listen to it. A little bit emo, but like good emo. It's not like bad emo. It's not like I want to die. It's like my friend wants to die, and I'm gonna. I don't know. It's like
I'm gonna save him.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like it feels good to listen to. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plug those guys. They're awesome.
Twin
Great
Cities?
guys, too. Twin Lakes.
Twin Lakes.
Yeah.
Twin Cities Lakes.
From like Rochester, I think.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You gotta what?
No, where's my phone?
It's on the ground.
I put it on the ground. I'm just gonna scroll real quick through my my music and see if there's some. I'm gonna give you my one listen to this.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Rachel, our bass player, just introduced me to Delwater Gap.
Uh-huh.
Very good. I'd never listened to him before. Alright, my one listen to this. Here, you give yours first.
Album or song?
Album.
Album. We'll see to memory.
Okay. That's fair.
Terry Reid.
I haven't listened to it.
Shut up.
I will. It's on my piano at home.
Okay.
This is a hard. I gave myself a hard question for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Are we playing the full album, my guy?
What?
Wait, what?
I'm trying to find what I would say is my one. You have to listen to this
Okay.
because I've had it a lot in the past. Okay, yeah, there was one clear one that I was missing because I'm stupid. All right, this is my one. Go listen to this. Skylight by Pine Grove. Pine Grove is currently my favorite band. They're indie folk rock. Skylight is this album that they recorded in their barn. It is
Nice.
so fucking beautiful.
Okay.
And the harmonies, and like it feels like you're hanging out with them almost.
Mhm.
Like it doesn't feel like you're listening to a fully produced
Yeah.
yeah, anything. It's just raw and pure and honest.
Mhm.
And I can't get enough of it. That's what I listen to.
Yeah.
That's probably the album I've listened to the most in my life.
Yeah. Last question for you.
Yeah.
I think it's either 50-50 chance that you know this. Godspeed You. Do you know that band?
Godspeed You?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Godspeed You, Black Emperor.
Godspeed to You?
No, Godspeed You,
Godspeed
Black
You.
Emperor.
Okay.
And the album is released in 2000. Lift Your Skinny Fists Like Antennas to Heaven.
Sounds awesome.
It is awesome. It's classic. No one ever knows.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff that I listen to is it's classic, but like no one knows it.
Yeah.
It's weird. But no, listen to that. I think it's all instrumentals. If I'm not getting mixed up with anything else, but it's amazing.
All right, I will. Yeah,
No?
there's a lot of classic stuff that's kind of like.
No one knows. My dad
Yeah,
didn't
it's-
know Joy Division. At
Oh,
all.
really?
Yeah, he didn't. He just knows the
I
shirt.
guarantee my dad doesn't know Joy Division.
Yeah. He only knew he didn't even know the shirt.
Of course, the shirt. He didn't know the shirt.
No, he didn't know that. He didn't even know the shirt.
Oh.
The shirt that everyone wears. It's like with the Misfits and Joy Division. Everyone just knows the shirts.
Yeah, Nirvana.
Yeah.
There's
But Misfits, Danzig era.
this dude at the mall wearing a Nirvana shirt, and my friend
asked him questions.
No, my friend walked by and they were like, I love Nirvana. And they were like, yeah, it's my favorite brand.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No.
I know.
Oof. Okay.
But if it brings them joy, whatever.
No. Got a good laugh out of it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, coming up to 2 hours and 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Oh, now 27.
Is that the cutoff?
Yeah.
We're coming up on 2 hours,
This is
2 minutes, and 25
Yeah.
seconds. So I guess
Usually
it's time
most
to
of them
go.
are an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah,
But Garden has to feed his dog.
I gotta feed my
Yeah.
dog.
Feed the beast.
Wait, most of them are what?
An hour and 10.
Yeah, and we went for 2 hours, and
2 minutes and 27 seconds. Now 50 seconds.
you said because I have to feed my dog?
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd go like 4.
We can go as long as you want. But
Alright.
you have to take care of the dog.
I do have to take care of the dog.
All right. Well,
Have me on again.
all right. Do I have to?
I was just trying to have that nice little sign off.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, I'd love to have you on again, man. Thanks.
I-
yeah.
Graydon,
I
I'd
had
love
fun.
to
I'd love to
have.
be-
I'd love to have Ben on again. Graydon, I'd love to have you on again. Everyone, go check out Scalise.
Oh, by the way, I was the dead friend from that last episode. That
Yeah, he was. He was a
couldn't
dead
make
friend.
it because I
Yeah,
died, but
yeah, he's dead.
back.
Yeah.
Check out Scalise.
From Nothing to Nothing, and on Thursday, the 29th of July, 2021, at
Thursday 29th at 7 to 10 at Omni. OMNI.
yeah,
Spelt it correctly.
Minnesota.
This time.
Maple Grove,
Yes.
and
And then also, I want to plug this one if that's all right with you.
okay.
All right. We're doing that 7th Street entry. We're opening for stoplight observations at.
Oh wow! Just use my platform for you, okay? For your band.
I had to.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we're going to be opening for stoplight observations, and we're super excited about it. It's on October 16th, and I've always dreamt of playing that stage.
Of course.
More importantly, First Avenue, but I'm on my way.
Yeah.
But yeah, 7th Street entry. I'm psyched for it.
And check out their website. Buy their merch. Scalise.com.
Yeah. Join our mailing list. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Is that it? YouTube?
I think so.
Yeah,
Even if
Scalise
you
the
want
band.
to, you can subscribe to this channel. If you want to, and
Do
my
it.
SoundCloud if you want. I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He's really impartial to it.
I
He doesn't
really don't care.
Whatever.
This is
Whatever,
just
he
my
doesn't
therapy.
care. Just do it if you want to.
Yeah, if you want to.
No pressure.
But you,
Do it.
I'm telling you, you have to check out Scalise. Okay.
Subscribe to Joe.
I'm telling you, you have to listen to their album. It's so good. I've listened to it a gajillion times. And it's so good. It's good. Shut up.
It's subliminal. They won't even notice, but
Yeah.
they'll hear it.
Check it.
Subscribe
Check out
to
their.
Joe Borman
Check out the
Experience.
album From Nothing to Nothing by Scalise, one of the most talented friends. Thank you, Graydon, for coming.
Subscribe to the Joe Borman Experience.
Thank you, Graydon, for coming. I'd love to have you on again.
Subscribe to the Joe Borman Experience. Yeah, man.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. And we're out.